Okay, I'm using new headphones today because my other ones have been giving me a headache. They've been like squeezing my head and giving me a headache. I don't know if these ones will work though, because I think they'll work, but everything sounds kind of muffled. You know what I'm saying? Like now that I have them in my ears, I feel like I have to yell to talk really loud, and I know that that's not the case. This side, I think I stopped using these headphones because they gave me ringing in my ears because I had them too far into my ears. I don't know. If I feel like things start to get weird or uncomfortable or whatever, I still have my other ones over here, but I feel like they've started to squeeze my head. And what I really want, I actually really love I have these wireless headphones from Anker, I believe. They're called Soundcore. I have a mint green pair and I have a black pair, and the mint green pair are my absolute favorites, but they are Bluetooth. They are not wired. And so if I could find a pair of those that are wired, I would use those because they fit my ears perfectly. Anker is pronounced Anker. Oh yeah, see, and everything, all my volume is like super different. I know, right? When I don't have headphones over my head, you can actually see what my hair looks like. I went extra snazzy for you guys today. I did this just for you guys because after this, I'm going to take a walk and I'm just going to pull it back in a ponytail.
It's Tuesday.
I'm hoping I can. Oh, I thought it was pronounced Anker because I thought it was from a different country. Hold on. I want to say hi to everybody who's here, but I do see somebody that I haven't seen in a while, and that's KM. How's it going, KM? It's so good to see you. Happy Tuesday. And we've got McKay, we've got Wolf, we've got Timmy, we've got Hayes, we've got Scarecrow, we've got Trekkie, we've got DJ. So many awesome people. Yeah, we'll see if this, I don't know. I was looking into in-ear headphones, and we've got VT, who is playing Mio right now and says so far so good. I don't know how many hours you've put in yet. And I just started a game last night called Bloomtown, A Different Story. I have to say, I'm slightly irritated because there's language in it that I didn't expect. And it's not the fact that it's language. It's the fact that the two main characters are 12. And I was like, I don't know, maybe call me jaded. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sheltered, but I did not expect there to be language. It's rated T, but I did not expect there to be language from a bunch of 12-year-olds. I was just surprised by that. I don't know. Anker is German for anchor. Don't know about other languages. Oh, that's not what jaded means? Sheltered, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being like, I mean, I don't use words like that anyway, but it just surprised me from the trailer and from everything I watched. I just was like, it just surprised me. It did not strike me because I was told from a lot of reviews that it's like Gravity Falls, and Gravity Falls doesn't have any language because it was made by Disney and it was on the Disney Channel and it was for kids. It's also for older people as well. Obviously, I love it, but I don't know. It just surprised me. I was really surprised. Within like the first 2 minutes, there was some language, and I was just shocked because the first, I know Prime 4 doesn't have any language, and the characters are 12. So that was just a surprise to me. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I started that last night because I had to take a step away from Rain World because I started Rain World on too hard of a setting that I feel like for me anyway. And I had kind of like obsessed about it. I played 40 hours of Rain World and I was ready to kind of be like, you know what? I think I'm ready to kind of take a step back, play something else for a little while. And Bloomtown has been on my radar for a long time. It just went on sale for like half off on Steam. So I started that last night and I am very intrigued, but I didn't play very long because I was so tired. 40 hours of my own time. That's not even like streaming it. That's not, although I guess 2.5 hours of that was streaming it because I did it on Discord. But like, I spent a lot of time, and honestly, it kept me up really late. I kept staying up really late because I kept playing it super, super late, and I couldn't stop because I was super curious about it. But I did finally reach a point where I felt like I'd kind of hit a little bit of a brick wall. because the two new areas I could go were both super punishing and just so hard. One was called The Wall and one was called Sky Islands. And so falling is always a possibility. And when you fall, you die. And when you die, you lose karma. And when you lose karma, you can't open certain gates and you can't get to certain places. And there was so to get to the Sky Islands gate, you had to have a certain karma rune, which you get by staying in shelters and staying alive longer. Each night you stay alive, you get you move up in the karma rune system. And the shelter is right before the gate. So you can stay in the shelter and then you go through the gate. But then if you die on the other side of the gate, you lose your karma and you can't go back through the gate. You have to go all the way back into the chimney canopy, find food, and then go all the way back to the gate. And that was just a frustrating run for me. I was like, this is stupid. I don't even enjoy this anymore. This is frustrating. So maybe I don't know, but I was dang near 40 hours just on my own. I was just obsessed. Hey, it's Mo. Should have bought another Switch with the money that Trekkie just put toward course materials. It's true. You could have bought another Switch. You could have. I'm really looking forward to Mio. I'm excited. I actually haven't watched a trailer since when was the last one? Game Awards? No. I feel like there was another one, but that's okay. I don't have to go in. I don't even have to watch another trailer. I just know that if it's a Metroidvania, I remember liking what I saw earlier. I didn't realize it had been released yet, though. I thought we had a good long while before it was released. What's the other one I'm looking forward to? Neverway? Who made Neverway? Neverway is like a pixel kind of spooky game. I don't remember who made it. After quitting her dead-end job, let's see. Fiona starts over on a farm and becomes the immortal herald of a dead god. Make friends, first through horrors, and pay your debt in the nightmarish life sim RPG. Music by Disaster Piece. That's what hooked me. I love Disaster Piece. And it's like a little pixel art game, but it's kind of spooky. So nobody ever asked Mo how many. Well, that's my sister with not Super Smash Brothers, Animal Crossing. Which wasn't there just a new Animal Crossing update or something? I don't know. That's my favorite part of the day. Okay, so speaking of my favorite part of the day, I have to get this. I have some thoughts. Fez has music by Disaster Piece and Hyperlight Drifter. One of our favorites. Hey, it's you and me. Which has been forever since I've played it. But so I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've been kind of stressing, which I don't like to do. And it's kind of sort of been something that's been on the back of my mind for a little while, and I've just kind of ignored it. And I've sort of tried, honestly, it was Park Day. Park Day is what screwed everything up. I had a great streaming schedule. Everything was fine. And then my Thursdays were mine to do with what I wanted. And I could spend time with Anders, send the girls to grandma's house. We could go to the temple if we wanted to. And I felt like I was very free that day to do whatever I wanted. But then when Park Day happened on Wednesdays, my Wednesday stream got bumped to Thursday. And the reality is all the things I want to do on Thursdays, I just cannot do them all. And when I look at the hierarchy of the things that are most important to me and that are very, very close to my heart, I cannot fit them all in one day. And it's been kind of heavy on my mind for the last little while. And I got kind of slightly emotional about it earlier today because I've worked so hard to build this channel and keep consistency and make it easy for people to tune in at a regular time. And I've been streaming for 6 years at this point. I think in May it'll be 6 years. No, yeah, something like that. And I've worked really, really hard to keep that. And this year I made a decision to homeschool, which changed everything. And for the most part, it's been manageable and it's been fine. And Charlotte is very easy to homeschool. She learns very easily and she's pretty self-sufficient. I can usually just kind of put her down with her homework, with her workbook, and she does really well. But over the last, ever since I made my stream schedule change and changed from Wednesday, from, no, from, yeah, from streaming Wednesdays to streaming Thursdays, it just hasn't sat right with me. And I feel like I couldn't fit all the things in, and Thursdays started to feel really stressful. And that was never the goal of Thursdays. Thursdays was supposed to be a time where we could send our girls over to grandma's house and we could just kind of spend time together. We could watch a movie together. We could go to lunch together. And that, along with taking a daily walk, which is kind of non-negotiable for me, and also homeschooling, which is non-negotiable, and all these different things, I just couldn't, I can't fit all the things that I want in that one day. And so I have decided, for the time being, because everything happens in seasons, right? Everything happens, like, my kids are not always going to be this age. My kids are not always going to be this young. My kids are going to eventually become more independent. For a while, at least, I will no longer be streaming on Thursdays either. And that breaks my heart because I feel like I'm somehow I feel like I'm somehow backtracking from all the things that I've worked so hard to create. And I feel like I'm going to lose something. And maybe it's because I love streaming so much and it gives me so much joy, but all those other things also bring me joy. And Thursdays just were not working. And Ander couldn't say, hey, I think you shouldn't stream on Thursday, because then that would have felt like him saying, you shouldn't stream on Saturdays because I'm more important, or because this is more important, or because this is more important, or whatever. But I had to come to that realization on my own, and it's been heavy on my heart for a while, but that's the decision that I've made moving forward. I just feel like it's the best for me and my family. And it's not that I don't want to stream, it's that Thursday is already full of other things that I have to prioritize my priorities. And streaming is a really high priority, but it's not my highest priority. And I have to, I honestly think it will make me better and more on and more. I think it will be better in the long run because I won't feel stressed out on Thursdays and constantly checking the clock, because that's not how I want Thursdays to feel. Not to mention, once a month on Thursdays, we go down to the temple anyway. And so I would have to be taking a day off for that anyway. And because we can't do it on Wednesdays because we don't miss park day. And so, well, no, that's not entirely true. It's because Ander takes Thursdays off specifically. And we kind of went back and forth of whether he was going to take Wednesdays off, but I also have youth activities on Wednesday nights. And so the day wouldn't be ours. I don't know. So I don't love it. And I really wish there was some other way around it, but I'm going to try it for a while. And so my stream days will be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And I thought about Saturdays, but my problem with Saturdays is I want Saturdays open for play dates and having friends over that are not homeschooled. And even though we're homeschooled, it's not like we can just toss school out the window and be like, well, yeah, let's have friends over to play all the time. So I like to keep Saturdays open for play dates and things like that. But if we don't have plans on a Saturday, I would love to get together either for just playing games together over the voice chat, like everybody's playing their own games and we're all just kind of hanging out together, or we have a writing group, or we have it's just not something that I can plan every single Saturday, because I did think about it. I was like, well, I'll just shift it to Saturday, but then it just turns Saturday into another day where I have to watch the clock and make sure that everything is done by 12:30 so I can get ready. And then the girls go into quiet time and all that stuff. A couple weeks ago, I sat down on Discord on a Saturday and played some Rain World, and a bunch of people showed up and it was awesome. We had a great time. We were all just chatting with one another. I was kind of showcasing Rain World. I was just kind of, showing what it was like for people that were interested. But I don't know if people even cared about Rain World. I don't really know, but we all had some really good times, and it was different than streaming because we were all on microphones, so we could actually talk to each other. Felt more like when my siblings and I used to sit on the couch and just talk to each other while we played games. And so if we don't have plans on Saturdays, then I'm totally 100% open to that, because my girls are watching screens anyway. But it's not something that I'm going to schedule and say, okay, yes, every Saturday at 1, we're going to have a watch party, or every Saturday at 1, I'm going to do a live stream, because I just don't feel like I can commit to that right now. And it makes me really sad, because I love streaming, and I somehow feel like I don't know what I feel like I'm missing out on, but it's just this season of my life. I cannot fit all the things I want to in a Thursday. And unfortunately, when I look at all my priorities, I feel like I will be a better and happier, less stressed person on Fridays if I take Thursday and spend it with my family, focus on homeschooling, focus on like my marriage, focus on my relationship with my husband and my girls, and I will just be a better, happier person on Fridays. So, and I missed some people. I missed Mikey. I missed DJ BJ. Disaster Piece did the music for this upcoming game called Neverway. It's a pixelated farm sim horror game, I guess, which you guys know my weird kind of strange obsession. And sword art. But I love backtracking. Well, I don't mind backtracking. Depends on the game. Is what I'm hearing is that you need to make it big time and make all that money. The problem is, in order to make it big time, you have to stream literally 24/7. And I can't do that either. I don't have the childcare. And I've actually thrown this out there before. My ideal stream schedule would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for like 3 to 4 hours instead of every single day for 2 hours. And so the best I can give is Monday, Tuesday, Friday for 3 hours. And then sometimes, maybe if it's a Friday because I'm picking up pizza, then maybe I can go a little longer if I'm close to the end of a game or close to a boss or something. Like yesterday, if I'd had the time yesterday, I could have been like, you know what, let's just keep going a little bit. And it's almost like kind of some extra, like a bonus, but it's not something that I can schedule because I need more flexibility than that. But I want to give a solid 3 hours, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, but then anything after that is just kind of extra. And I wish it weren't that way, but it is that way. And I cannot balance all the things I need to do on Thursdays. And I felt so guilty about it for like for everyone, like for Ander, because that's also the other problem is Thursday. I feel like I only give part of myself to all the things that I want to give. I give part of myself to homeschooling, part of myself to streaming, part of myself to my husband during our child free time, part of myself to me. But if I don't stream on Thursdays, I feel like I can engage more fully with my children and then engage in whatever it is Ander and I feel like doing that day, whether it's working on things around the house or watching a movie or even just being in the same room together and just chatting while one of us is on our phone and one of us is on a Switch or whatever. Sometimes it's just a matter of presence, just being with that person, but not being needed by children. We can go to the temples once a month or the temple once a month. And then I feel like because I can give myself, I don't feel as divided on Thursday. I can be wholeheartedly in it for Friday's stream. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but I'm kind of disappointed and I really wish it weren't the case, but it just kind of is. But it's not, I'm not saying this is going to be the way it is forever because my life isn't going to be this way forever. My kids are eventually going to get older. My girls are going to become more independent. They may even go back to public school someday. I don't know. But for this season right now, I think it is best for everybody, for me and my family, if I only stream Monday, Tuesday, Friday. And it bums me out, but GoPro type camera and stream your walks. Trust me, I've thought about it. I've thought about it because I wish it could get my my sister to go on walks with me, and I feel like she would go with me if we were like FaceTiming each other or like live streaming with each other or something. I feel like she would do it. Hey, and it's Tulsa's. I mean, it's true. Like I had to do this same thing back when I took Thursdays off forever ago. I used to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Andrew and I were like, we are roommates. We never get to spend time together. We never get to do anything together other than maybe eat a quick dinner and then get the girls in bed. We're both exhausted by the time both girls are in bed. We can't even watch a movie together. And so then we decided, you know what? Let's take Thursdays off, both of us. Let's both give up Thursdays. But then when Park Day came around, Park Day kifed my Wednesday. And so I booted my Wednesday stream over to Thursday. And then I feel like Thursdays just became really stressful. And maybe they weren't supposed to be stressful, but they became stressful to me. And that was where the problem happened. I felt like I was constantly looking at the clock and being like, okay, how long do we have to homeschool? All right, well, we got to get the girls over to grandma's house. Okay, well, now I got to stream at 1 and I've only got this much time. And that was never how Thursdays were supposed to be. They were supposed to be days off for both me and Ander to spend time together and also with our girls. And it just turned into something weird after Park Day happened. But at the same time, Park Day is a non-negotiable as well because it's magical. My girls go and I am not bothered by my children for 2 hours. I sit with adults. I talk with adults. If my children need food or if they get hurt, that's the only time they come up and bother me. Other than that, they are out playing on the playground with each other. They're playing duck, duck, goose. They're finding bugs. They're playing on the little bridge. They're rolling down the grassy hill. They're collecting rocks. They're playing on the playground. They're running around with the bigger kids. They're rollerblading on the basketball course. Or the basketball court. They're doing so many amazing things that I never got to do when I was a kid, except maybe on like Saturday afternoons, maybe every once in a while. And I love that I can give my children that. So Park Day is also non-negotiable. And so it finally came down to me just being like, the only option is really for me to just not stream on Thursdays, which I think one of the things that frustrates me is I feel like I'm giving something up and Ander isn't, but I have to remember that Ander did give something up. He gave up his work for Thursday. And that was a long time ago. And then I was the one that was like, well, no, if I can't stream on Wednesdays, then I need to stream on Thursdays. And so technically I came into his space and was like, well, I need to stream that day. And so now I'm pulling it back to both of us are taking that day off so that we can just be, and his busy season's coming up. So he's going to need that day off for sure. Yeah, like there's a little grassy hill. Oh, this looks even better with my curly hair. Woo. If there is going to be a Saturday hangout, I will absolutely let the Discord know because I can't just text message somebody Saturday morning and be like, hey, want to get the girls together? Like moms have to plan. So if I don't have a play date planned by like Friday afternoon or like Thursday night, I will know if that Saturday is going to be busy or not. And I will absolutely let the Discord know because I had a great time playing Rain World the other day with everybody hanging out. I had an awesome time and it was nice to have people with microphones and some people had webcams on and some people didn't. And we were all just like chatting with one another and it was really, really fun. But planning something like a watch party or planning something like, you know, something that happens every single Saturday, I'm not in a position to do that right now. Even if it's a writing group or something, I'd love to do that, but I'm not in a position to do that right now. So that's where things stand. I will post an updated schedule on the Discord and I will update it on my Twitch page as well. As always, I appreciate everybody's understanding. I feel like I might be making this into a bigger deal than it really is, but I feel like it's a big deal because like I said, I feel like somehow I'm sacrificing something and Ander isn't, but that's really not true because Ander did sacrifice. He took work off to spend the day with me and the girls. And then I was like, oh, well, Park Day's on Wednesday, so I have to stream on Thursdays. But I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out and see how it goes. Maybe it'll end up being better. I don't know, because maybe I will be more in tune with myself and I'll feel less stressed. And so maybe streams will be even better. Maybe I'll have more energy. Maybe I don't know, but that's how things are going to move forward. Also, I still plan on doing Guess the Game Scene / possible Trash or Treasure game content. I don't know if I'm going to keep that up because when I cut my streams down, I don't want to cut down too much time on gaming because it'll just take me longer to get through games. And so I may or may not continue like the super cheap bargain game thing. But if I had to pick between Guess the Game Scene and bargain games, Guess the Game Scene wins 100%. So we will either do that every Friday or we will do that every other Friday. It also takes less time because the little bargain game thing is like, well, I give it 45 minutes to an hour guaranteed, whereas the Guess the Game Scene just takes as long as it takes and then we're done. And if some of the songs are shorter than others, then it's just a shorter segment. So that might be the one thing that does get cut is the $2 Trash or Treasure, but I enjoy that. I think that's really fun, but I definitely enjoy the Guess the Game Scene way more. I think it's more interactive and it's just more fun for me. So that may be like the one thing that kind of sort of falls by the wayside, but you know what? as far as I'm concerned, that's not a huge loss because I feel like I get to keep all the other great things, and that's a small loss to me. Unless I hope I'm not like upsetting anybody by that. Because Scarecrow's been awesome in doing song polls and game polls and everything. It's been awesome. Okay, so enough talk about that, because I could talk about, I've already wasted like, not wasted, but I've already spent like 30 minutes talking about this. So yeah, I may have to reevaluate like which weeks we do it, or if we do it just like every other week, or if we do it every single Friday or whatever, but I will definitely let you know. And just know that I greatly appreciate you taking that on, because that takes yet another thing off of my plate. You know what I mean? Here is my prediction. I have a prediction for this game, or this moment. I have 2 predictions. I believe, I gotta turn this down. I do not think, well, Simba or Susie, if it's important to you, we're with you to the end. Oh, I appreciate that. And it may not work for everybody, and people may be disappointed. I don't really know, but the reality is I know where my mental bandwidth is and what I can stretch myself to do, and how I feel stretched thin. Like, I know when I feel stretched thin. And it's not to say I don't enjoy my Thursday streams, because I totally do. I always enjoy streaming. But I think Thursdays have become far more stressful than they were ever meant to be. And that's just life. It just is how it is. Here is my suggestion. Or not my suggestion, I'm sorry. My prediction. I believe our friends are not dead. And I think they are going to either show up to help me fight this final boss, or they're going to show up to help me fight the final boss of the game. Also, I feel the need to clarify something. There was a comment left by someone on my VOD from yesterday, and it said something like, Samus doesn't need friends, only wants to hang out with robots. I think she needs a psych eval. And I realized it's not the humans' presence that I have a problem with. Metroid has never been a tag team game, and that's that. It's not the actual humans themselves. It's not the idea of having these Galactic Federation people here with me that is a problem, that I find slightly problematic. It is how they are written. Because I loved the idea, because when I played Breath of the Wild, I was like, well, yeah, Link just does everything alone. It's gotta be him, and he's just gotta do it all alone. But then Tears of the Kingdom changed my mind. And I was like, oh, he can have help, and it's okay to have help. And it's actually really strong to ask for help and accept help from other people. Horizon Zero Dawn / Horizon Forbidden West those are the same way. In the first game, and this is only kind of slight spoilers, but in the first game, Aloy does everything by herself. And I mean, she does kind of have help from some people, like along the line, like along the way, kind of, but she doesn't have like a team. And in Breath of the Wild, Link doesn't have a team either. And then in Tears of the Kingdom and Forbidden West, there's sort of a team that kind of builds. Now, the team isn't with you all the time, because in Tears of the Kingdom, they're all off on their own and you get their avatars, but then they show up when it really matters. And the same thing kind of goes for Horizon Forbidden West. And so I realized it's not the idea of having a team or having people or having the humans there that bothers me. It's just the way they're written. I personally just don't like the way these characters are written, except View. I love View, and I think he's perfect, and I don't think he has to change at all. View was great. But Miles, Armstrong, Sarge, Tokabi, whatever, I just don't love the way they were written, and that's just Susie Grace's opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I don't mind the companionship. I just think in Tears of the Kingdom and in Forbidden West, the companionship was written so much better than it was in this. You know what I mean? So, because the reality is when you have such a heavy burden on you, it's really kind of impossible to do it alone. And so it does make sense. Somebody said that Breath of the Wild was about, what was it? It was like Breath of the Wild was about isolation and Tears of the Kingdom is about belonging or something like that. And I thought that was a really beautiful way of putting it. But these characters don't make me feel like, listen, I didn't want them to die. That's not what I wanted. But they don't make me feel super connected to them because I'm slightly annoyed with their character, just the way their characters are written. But I can see how if I was really, really like close to them, then yeah, them sacrificing themselves was really brutal, but it would have been even worse if it had been somebody that I was like, oh my, like with View. I loved View. And I hope he's okay. I hope that they all show up to either help me with this boss or they show up to help me with the final boss. But I also will not be surprised if they don't. But that's my prediction, is that they are going to show up and help me either with this boss or with the final boss. Okay, but Mo hates how in Tears of the Kingdom you had to be in close proximity to use their powers because half the time they were never where I needed them. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. But I mean, even like the emotional payoff, right? Like at the very end, I don't really want to spoil this, but when they show up, when you think that they're gone, like you think that they've been left behind and you're like, okay, it's just me now. And then they show up again. Like that almost had me in tears because Link can't do this alone. But in this, it was like, I got into the mine with these people. Maybe it was the fangirling of Armstrong that was kind of irritating to me. Miles is kind of sort of nerdy. I mean, that's not to say that you can't write characters well that are like that, but I just don't feel like they did it very well in this game. Does it make sense? So it's not that I'm against tag teaming, or it's not that I'm against her being connected to people, because I 100% agree that she can't do this alone. It's just the way that they were written. Hey, it's Jane and Skybird. I don't know. If I saw Samus in person, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. I would not let her hear me say or do any of the things that Armstrong did. I would not be like, oh, she's going into morph ball mode. Like, I would keep it all to myself and I would just fangirl alone. You know what I mean? Or I would fangirl like silently. I'd be like, but I wouldn't actually say anything. But I feel like that's also just kind of my personality in general, because I have a cousin that used to be in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so she's gotten lots of recognition in places we've gone together, and I've watched how people act around her, and I've been like, I will never act like that. I will not do it. So maybe that's just, you know, that's probably just me personally. I don't know, but I could be wrong. Also, that's rude that they let you save and replace all your life and then come in and get freaking annihilated by those clowns. Yeah, that sucks. But this comes off a little odd sometimes. But hey, Samus was adopted by alien birds. Why would she have any people skills? Well, this is another thing about Aloy, is Aloy was raised by one person, basically in exile. And so no, she doesn't have any people skills. She's not social. She is like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And you're either going to let me or I'm going to do it anyway and push my way through. We can either do this the easy way or the hard way. You know, she doesn't care about customs or culture or anything like that because she was raised without any of that. So, yeah, she's kind of like, whatever. What? Of all the things, that is not what I was expecting. That's gonna... Yeah, look at that. Amazing. That was definitely not on my bingo card. Its pedestal will appear if a diffused oscillation blast wave of psychic energy. Okay, well, that's what we're getting. What happens if you shoot a missile in here? I don't know. I'm not going to find out. gosh. Whoa. Oh, it's an Omega. How did we not see this coming? An Omega Griever, Omega Metroid, Omega Pirate. I don't know how I didn't see that coming. Already the largest, strongest variant of a Griever, this creature has been further enhanced by absorbing incredible amounts of green energy, also like Phazon. It can climb along vertical surfaces and spit large volumes of poisonous fluids. Keratinized skin covers most of its body, making all but its abdomen resistant to beams, missiles, and other weapons. If I got stuck in space with Samus, I would tell her I wasn't fit. I wasn't if it was better to be stuck in space or be stuck in a cubicle with my annoying coworker. Oh, you weren't sure? Yeah, yeah. In space, no one can hear you scream. This guy's gonna kill me, probably. He's fast, he's speedy. Okay, but he is weak to... He's weak to... I'm sorry. Oh, I'm pushing B! Oh my gosh, I'm so smart! Okay, okay. Ow! My A. B is jump. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can't lock on. Can't lock on. Okay. You only lock onto his face. He's not gonna be so bad, maybe. Wow, you are so impressive. You're slow, though. Okay, that's a new one. Ah! Get close to him, and then, yeah, have him do that, because he's slow. I gotta use another finger, because my trigger finger's getting tired. Ah! So what hurts him? Is it his... Are you hitting his arm? Oh, are you hitting his arms, or like what? Yeah, so you can't lock in on him. Okay, I see. Yeah. That does nothing. Oh, are you supposed to like grab his face or something? No. You gotta get him up on the ground. Wonko! Welcome! Well... Oh. Get him! Get him! Yeah, okay. That was good. How do you get him back up on the wall? Is my question. You are spry. Well, the game is great. This guy is hulking... Okay. I don't understand how you get him back up on the... Oh, I think I understand. Maybe. Are you a Metroid fan, Wonko? Of course you are. Because everybody loves Metroid. Everybody loves Samus. She's so cool. She's way cooler than I'll ever be in my life. Okay. Can't lock on. Yeah, okay. Maybe like this, and then we go underneath? Okay, all right, hold on. I gotta scan you again, brother. Brother! I want a friend like Samus, too. I love... Hey, it's Artemis! Oh, Outcast, thanks. Real water. What else? Oh, oh, I think I know. I think I know. Back it up, Terry. Just shoot his legs. My hands hurt. Okay. Yeah. Oh, see, yeah, I was right. Okay, we got it. Wow, he sure hangs out there. Okay. All right. I needed to be small. Space small. That is really challenging that you can't actually lock onto him. You have to hit, like, his legs, but you lock onto his face. So, okay. If I can remember my buttons. Yeah, good job, Samus. Good job, Samus. You did it. You get an ice cream afterward. You're so good. Does he? Oh. Biscuits. Get out of here. Of course. How did I not think he was gonna have cronies? Of course he was gonna have cronies. Okay, this fight is doable, although you are very large. Gosh, he's so fast. Oh, that's right. You can get his back, I guess. Oh. Ow. Hold still. You won't hold still long enough for me to power anything up. He's not even halfway down. Okay. I wonder... Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no. Okay, that was gross. Wow, that took so much of my life down. Okay. He makes me jump. That's right, I have a boost. I should remember that. Oh. What does this music remind me of? This music... Oh. Okay. Oh. I was gonna say, he's holding still for so long. Clearly, we have to power up. What are you doing? Okay. Ready now. Ready for it. Does he eventually come down into the fray? Oh, he does. I hate that. No, he hangs out on the ceiling. Okay. Are you not supposed to hit his side? Legs. Legs, side. I don't even know. What am I saying? And I know I'm probably missing a whole lot in... Oh, chat. Okay. So are like parts of his body becoming less hittable? Because that's sure what it looks like. That's not hurting him anymore. It's that one piece. Oh, it's that one. Oh, gosh. This is gonna take forever. Ah! Dang it. That's not worth it. This is gonna do me in. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. All right, my life's okay. No, I will not stretch. Not yet. I feel like his body is becoming... Good. Less... less hittable, like his legs. Let me alone. Like it was, at first it was all of his legs were that kind of fleshy color, but now they're not. Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was very good. That was very good. He's not... Wait. He's not dead yet. His life isn't down all the way. Okay, hold on. Hold still when I'm shooting at you! What difficulty am I playing on? Hey, it's Professor Chaos! How's it going? No ad during a boss fight. That sucks. I'm playing just on regular. I find it very interesting that they're giving me a power right now. Hold on, I gotta scan that door really fast. Oh. Okay, that was rude. I can't even... How come I can't move my... Oh. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how come I can't move my... Wow, that sucked a lot. So he's got the power inside him. Okay. Yes, baby. I'm sorry, what? You don't have to eat it if you don't want to. He's got the power within. What power? Power of the babe. What babe? Oh, that's... No, it's wrong. Oh, man. Now my life's going down like heckin' fast. Okay. Oh, no. I thought that was it. Now I'm totally gonna die. Yeah. Oh, he's not dead yet? Ah. Oh, I gotta fix my earphone. I don't want to redo this whole thing, but now I understand you had to like lift your gun up. Oh, the fact that you can't... Whew. You can't focus on his legs. You can only focus on his... Ah! Oh, that was so close. Okay. Are we gonna get him? Got him. Wow, he was really fast. Gross. All right, my friends did not show up to help me. I was thinking my friends were going to show up to help me at the very end. I predicted. Yay! Power bomb is the goat. It's the best. Although, oh, produces a powerful diffused oscillation blast wave of psychic energy. I was thinking that was going to be a gun thing. I didn't think that was going to be a bomb thing. Well, now I think my friends are actually dead. Which makes me very sad. Well, now that we have the... I'm sorry, what are we supposed to do? I can't even remember. Sensor module for activating the Shaken Shrine. Its pedestal... Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, I thought it was going to be an actual gun, like a... Although it can't be because my gun is already fully upgraded. I guess? I don't know. But I thought it was going to be like... Oh, I was thinking like the Annihilator beam. That's what I was thinking. This is it. This is the 5th one. Did we get it? I don't know. Oh, yeah, we did. We didn't even reach it. I didn't think we got it. I remember I couldn't remember Ridley's name, so I told my brother that I saw the shadow of Randall in Fendrana Drifts, and my brother was like, what? And I was like, you know, the big giant, like, pterodactyl guy. And my brother was like, Ridley? I said, oh, yeah, Ridley. Right, Ridley. Yeah. Randall. My bad. Okay. Oh, we can go to a save point. That was actually a really cool boss fight. My favorite boss fight has still been the volcano one. But that one was really cool. That one was really kind of diabolical because you couldn't lock onto the parts that you were supposed to shoot. You could only lock onto his face. Yeah. Oh, Randall's your monster. That's right. Oh, geez. How do I explain this? No monsters in here. Well, now there is. Well, I believe... Wasn't there a secret in here somewhere? I don't remember where. I actually think it was way back here. When oh, I missed this guy. I feel like the only one that I have not found a bot in is Flarepool, I think. So, yeah, but I'm off duty. There was a meat canyon about Sully and Boo, and I couldn't even watch it with sound. I was like, It was bad. It was really bad.
Yes, we just tried a sugar snap.
Did you like it? Will you bring me a couple? Thanks.
And also, you
So don't watch it. Just watch anything from Meat Canyon with, like, don't. Just be careful. Let's just say that. There was a secret somewhere in here. Was there not? This. Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember now. So I have always played the Metroid Prime trilogy on hyper mode. That's like that's the basic way I play the trilogy now. I don't ever play it on normal anymore. Oh, you're what? Wow, Sissy is very nice. Sissy's making promises. I don't know if she's willing to keep. Yep, that's fine. No, Soli is the monster in Monsters, Inc. Okay, wait. But that did... Oh, I thought that was going to give us a secret. That was not... Nos Yoga. Playing in Switch 2, baby. You know it. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this is. It's so pretty. Look at Samus. She's so pretty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is a good situation. Oh, thanks. Anybody like sugar snap peas?
They taste like sugar, but they don't have any sugar, so you can have as many as you want.
Sugar snap peas.
Auden gets to have steak in her bed for her whole lifetime.
Yeah, yeah. Solely from Monsters, Inc. It's easily the most beautiful Nintendo game I've ever seen. And I mean, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are really pretty, and I love their graphics, and with the Switch 2 upgrades, they're really pretty, but they don't look like this. Like, the beginning of this game looked... it didn't even look like a Nintendo game. Gorgeous. And the colors? I mean, look. Those, like, purples and the kind of the... I don't know, they're like pinks and purples and everything that the psychic energy creates. Super, super pretty. Everything about it is really pretty. Nintendo has come a long way indeed. This is the only official like Switch 2 game I've played. I got the Switch 2 for Christmas. Literally thanks to this community. Big shout out. Everybody was really kind. This is the only one I've played that is an actual Switch 2 game. I'm currently playing through Breath of the Wild with the Switch 2 upgrades. It's beautiful. I love it. And I have DK Bonanza to play as well. I'll stream that one of these days. I just don't know when. Because now with Mio... When the heck... When? When do I have time? With changing my stream schedule a little bit, like... We just don't have time. Okay, we're gonna take this. Okay, so wait. Nos Yoga, are you a Metroid fan? I know Wonko is. I never saw Sully the movie with what's his face? What's his name? You guys know who I'm talking about? That one guy. Tom Hanks, thank you. I never saw that. I did see Captain Phillips. Captain Phillips was really good. I just don't watch movies very often. So wait a minute. This is... Oh, wait a minute. This is the elevator, but it doesn't work. Oh, but look at that. There's a secret. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big Nintendo fan, and I know that there's been a little bit of some people are kind of miffed about Nintendo's decisions and stuff, but like, I love Zelda. I love, I I just love... I would love to find a way out of this place, actually, if I'm being totally honest. Okay, good night. No, this is the way I can... God. Unless I'm supposed to... Yeah, Zelda, Metroid. There's two of my favorite franchises ever. I've played almost every Metroid game. I have not played other M, but I have the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii. Metal jacket. Like, it's the metal case. It's gorgeous. Got it for my birthday forever ago. I ain't selling it to nobody. Okay. Am I supposed to, like, call... It says something about the lift. Oh, I'm supposed to touch it. Got it. Smart, smart, smart. Look how pretty she is. Takabi's gonna be there.
Hey there, stranger.
I knew it!
You didn't think we were dead, did you?
I knew it.
Takes more than a couple grievers to bring us down.
Try a couple hundred.
Now where's View? Show me View or I will not be happy.
All that training paid off.
Thank you, sir.
Are you kidding? Yay! Yay! That is what I wanted! Always missing an arm.
When I was attacked by Grievers, I regret I could not be more helpful. My body sustained heavy damage. We get what we came for. All right.
I'm so excited.
We're burning daylight. Let's get a move on.
It's interesting how you can not really care for characters very much. And then when you think they die and they show up again, you're like, oh, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful everybody's okay. Even though, like, just today I was like, I don't love the way these characters are written. Dude, View's my favorite. View 2026. There he is.
Griever, you...
Corporal. It's good to see you.
Ugh, you're so... Ugh.
I don't think that's him.
Find what you were looking for down there.
Just kidding.
We have obtained the final teleportation key. Okay. All we gotta do now is punch through that force field. Mackenzie.
Dude, I'm just glad View's okay. Like, the other two, great. But View,
Found the key.
extra great.
Get it home now. All of us. Unfortunately, I require maintenance.
Oh, you're in luck. I'm running a special on bot repair. Come on back and I'll fix you up.
Dude, I want to get Betsy up and running. That's what... Is that what's going to take down the... force field?
We'll keep the kettle on.
Okay, I totally agree. It is kind of trite. It would have been a lot more powerful if they had taken my idea and brought them in like at the very end of like the boss fight. You know what I mean? Like had them like come in, even View's like missing an arm and everything, but they're like, you didn't think you would take a couple Grievers down. We got you. And then we all took the boss out together. That would have been better. Nosyoga, thank you so much for following my channel. We love all things Metroid here. All things Metroid, all things Nintendo. I mean, I kind of jump around. I have a PlayStation 5 and I have a Steam Deck, but Nintendo's where my heart lies. Yeah, I've already done that. Okay, so is this where all of a sudden we have to collect a whole bunch of green energy crystals? I do. I even have a Wii. I still have my Wii. I do. I even have a PlayStation 3, but the controller is busted and it chews up games. So if I want to play anything on it, I have to play digital and I don't have a controller to play on. That's not true. I do have a controller. So I do have a controller. But as you can see, this joystick, like all the coating on it was all torn off by my dog. So I do have a controller. Does it work? I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while because I haven't played anything on my PlayStation 3 in a while. The only things that I have... Hey, it's Dad Bods! The awesome tank game. What tank game? I don't know what tank game. You guys, I have like half the crystal thing to fill. That was dumb. Did you guys see that? Hey, it's Collector! Oh my gosh! So many awesome people today. KM's here, Collector's here, Dad Pod's here. We got some new people. We got Nose Yoga. We got Wonko. We got all sorts of awesome people. We got everyone. It's a party. Okay. So what you're saying is for the next hour, I have to just collect crystals. That's what you're saying? The Boulder takes issue with that statement. That sucks. I mean, like, I knew that was the case, kind of, but like, I didn't know whoops, this is bad. I am just getting pummeled left and right. I knew that I was gonna need to find them or like collect them, but dang, I did not want... Oh, are they gone? Oh no, they're not. He's down. But you can't run into them, which I do find slightly irritating, because that would be really fun. Oh, did I just... Man! Everybody just needs to calm down! Can you run into him when he's down? You know what would also be great? If green crystals were marked on the map. Just by really small little, I don't know, little markers. That would be really nice if green crystals were marked on the map, because then you wouldn't spend your time driving around dumb areas. You did! You joined on the collector stream. Yes, indeed. So if we come to these mech parts... Oh, are you? Well, okay. It's just gonna be a... Oh, wait, I remember this. Samgu! Randomly lurking as I beat the game last night and seeing what others are experiencing. Isn't that so funny how that happens? That happens with, I feel like, most games. You finish it and then you're like, okay, I gotta see how other people... I feel like that happened with Silksong. I feel like that happened with Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like that happened with Outer Wilds when I streamed Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds was so great. I loved Outer Wilds. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Is this the... Oh, yep. Trigger the cutscene. We got it. Are you kidding? Shai Hulud! Bless the maker and his water. Whoa! Okay, I was not expecting that, but I am here for it. Let's do this. Don't tell me what I know, Miles. Shut your mouth. Shut your mustache. Oh, I see it on the map. Okay, all right, let's go. Yeah, you gotta... Oh, look, he's a sand whale. He says he either says we need to go to the back of the throat, or that we need a root beer, that he wants a root beer float. You know what? Or this is a, what is it called? Varmis. Okay. What is it? You know what? I should probably scan him. What are they in Tears of the Kingdom / Breath of the Wild? The ones that live like way out in the sand? I would keep wanting to say Tortuga. That is a place. Okay, I thought maybe I was supposed to like go inside him. I was wrong. Sorry, Samus. That was bad. That was really bad. Molduga. Thank you. Tortuga. That is a place. That is not. Okay. What do you mean object is out of scanning range? He's right there. Oh, I think I'm supposed to like follow him and grab onto his tail with like psychic energy. Maybe. Okay, that also doesn't work. A crustacean variant that swims through the sand, made giant by the second green energy shower. The tip of its tail can be destroyed by physical impacts, killing it. So you're supposed to hit its tail, but it's obviously going to disappear. Of course he wants us to go to throat. That's eating us. How do I taste Moby? Oh, see, you gotta, oh, okay. You gotta turn around. Okay. Oh, Lord. Crap, double crap, triple crap, all the craps. Hey, Mac, how are you? Okay, hold on. My earphones are falling out. This is why I thought I would have a problem. Oh, yeah. People built the weirdest things in Tears of the Kingdom, but people had way more creativity than I ever did. I loved Tears of the Kingdom. The finale of that game is still one of my favorite endings to a game I've ever played, ever in my life. I cried and cried and cried and cried multiple times in Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, it's time to get serious. We're just playing around. Like, let's do this. Okay, we're supposed to, like, turn around. That was stupid. I launched. So we're supposed to go on the back of him? Oh, physical hits! I thought I was supposed to... Oh, I'm not smart. I thought I was supposed to, hit him. Oh, that's what I did. I went off his body. I thought I was supposed to boost into him. I am not smart. SMRT. Okay. Yeah. Shut up, Miles. Don't tell me what I know. Or, you didn't tell me fast enough, Miles. Gosh dang it. Oh. Wait a minute. His life is not even down. How... I wouldn't mind having Samus's bike in real life. My life is down, though. Goodness. Oh, that is taking his life down. Okay, cool. Haven't I hit him, though? I haven't tried Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 Edition, no. I've tried Breath of the Wild Switch 2 Edition, but not Tears of the Kingdom. And it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. Oh, nope. He can't. Okay. Yeah, I did not expect a random boss. I don't know how I didn't expect this, though. Nice. Come on, we can do it. Woo! Wow, that launches you so far. Whoa, that launches you so far. It sure takes forever to take his life down, man. Is he dead? Oh, no. Nope. This is gonna take forever. Okay. It certainly doesn't seem... It certainly doesn't seem to, like... Oh, oh, oh. I can't tell what... I mean, I guess I'm taking him down. Okay. This just seems to be taking a heck of a long time. Am I doing this right? Is there something other than what I'm doing that I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I just... Is it just designed this way? Like... Ooh, that was good. Yeah, get him. Ah! Oh. That, like, barely took any of his life down. Yes, I'm really asking. Is there something else you're supposed to be... Oh, he's gone. To be totally honest, I can't tell what is taking his life down. I can't tell if it's... If it's, like... Yeah, we could do this all day, buddy. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I think projectile slows him. Oh, so you can touch him with bike damage. Sorry, Samus. I was thinking, I was like, I must be hitting him somehow because his life is down halfway, but... Which way did he go? Okay. Wow, he's fast. Okay. So you're supposed to slow him down, and then you're supposed to boost him, I guess? Oh, that was cool. I think that's what you're supposed to do. It's taking forever. I'm so bad at this. I did really well there for a minute. Oh, that was good. Okay, I understand now. The instructions were very unclear for a minute. Whoa, that was crazy. He's kind of doing me a bamboozle. Like or not bamboozle, but like he is definitely... Why is my camera... Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't have a boost? How do I know how many boosts I have? I think that was a boost. Oh. Wow, I cannot make heads or tails of how to do this. Okay, it's fine. There we go. Whoops. Huh. Okay, we've got him down lower than half. Oh. we got him down lower than halfway. So he's like lower than even a quarter. He's getting there. But man, it is taking forever. Ow! Kate, that was stupid. I thought that was just what we were doing, just hitting him. I thought it was just the projectiles that were doing damage, but it is not. Okay, all right. Wow, this guy. It's almost like he's annoyed with me for trying to kill him. You know what I mean? Oh! This is impossible to control. Ah! Okay, okay. Oh! I think we did it. This is Dune Messiah right here. Wow, that was so much work than I thought it was gonna be. I was like, surely we're fighting this dude on a bike, like it's cool. I remember that. Ew, ew. That's disgusting. Am I supposed to beach whale this? Am I supposed to explode him? No. That is so gross! No! That's so gross. Oh, yep. It was a beached whale. Miles is like, great job.
Now, if only there was a way to bring it back to base camp. Tokabi's out in the desert, so you may want to ask him about it.
What? Everything about that was one wild ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to do stunt jumps off of its back. That's the goal, was not to do stunt jumps off of his back. But piloting that bike was hard. Takabi is out in the... Where? You're saying I'm just supposed to drive around until I find him? What? Well, at least this is marked on the map. You know what sucks about that fight is the fact that there are no green crystals around, so you couldn't kill two birds with one stone and get crystals while you were fighting him. Oh, does that give you like a little boost? So it does. Okay, so we got that mech part. No, we didn't. Takabi is just out in the desert somewhere? Where? Like, normally he's like, here's where you go. Not today, apparently. Is he over by the mine? How many hits does it take to get to the center of one of those things? Goodness, like 5 shots? Oh, I guess you could boost it. You could get it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, for all the times that Miles...
A sand geyser appeared in Soul Valley. It must be that creature that swallowed the transfer pod.
Wait, what? Isn't that what I just did? I am so confused. Did I not just spend the last 15 minutes fighting one of those guys? Wait, transfer pod? How many lakes does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? So none of this is marked on my map. This is all just... I just have to find it on my own? Okay. Because I was going to say, I saw that geyser. And I took care of it. Takobi is where? Where is Takobi? Tokabi? Takobi. Topeka. It's hot in Topeka. I am a hot toe picker. Hot toe. My toe is hot. That's where Foster's home for imaginary friends. Whenever it's hot outside, we're always like, dude, it is hot in Topeka, okay? Okay, well, since we're here at a save point, I will stop at the save point and I will save and then I will assess. It's from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. They say it's hot in Topeka and he's like, it's hot in Topeka. Topeka. Toe picker. I'm a hot toe picker. I actually never really got into Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but that's the one scene I do remember. I was too old for it when it came around, and my sister kind of watched it, and then I kind of realized Blue was a jerk, and I was like, once you make that realization, the whole show kind of loses its shine. Yeah, he's like, I'm a hot toe pick. Dude, these just pop up all over the place. You know what? I guess we'll just go to this next mech part. Yeah, Blue was a jerk. He was really mean. I had Charlotte watch it for a while, and I finally came to the point where I was like, I actually don't think you should be watching this. Blue's a jerk. No, I don't have time. Although I will probably have to, because chances are nothing is gonna hold you down. Nothing's never gonna let you down. Yep, nope, knew it. Never gonna let you down. Thanks for being there for me. Was there just one? Okay, so each one of these is its own little puzzle, I am assuming. Yeah. Hey, it's Dorian! Yes, you did. No, I got one even better. That used to be my husband's ringtone, and then I changed phones, and now I have the same ringtone for everybody, which is the Flea games from Silksong. It's not featured on the soundtrack, but I found it anyway because I love it. Oh, so we're not supposed to bust in that place. This is the piece right here. Okay. Well, then we have to go find Takabi. Okay, so he just said he's just in the desert somewhere. I mean, it is a children's cartoon, but I don't know. Blue's just a jerk. And Frankie, the girl that works at Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, is mean too. She just yells all the time. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my kids just yelling all the time. No, like when he called me. So Auden, so my 4-year-old, for the longest time thought Anders sang that song. And I was like, no. Okay, so we need to return to the Fury Green, and maybe, is this Fury Green? 10 stream streak, baby. Jeez, I know. I like cereal. I remember like bits and pieces, but I don't. Okay, tell.
Could be something useful in the desert to move the transfer pod. Takabi is out in the desert, so you may want to ask him about it.
Can I not call Takabi? Can we not communicate? Like we communicated in the ice belt. Oh, but he was using the speaker system. That's right. Okay, that's slightly frustrating because... Yeah, that's a little specific. Would you mind giving me a vague hint? I need you to vague that up a little bit. Miles, who's always telling me where to go and what to do, and then I get, oh, that's right. I forgot about these. I thought I needed View to do this. Nope. Because I'm a strong, independent woman. And I can, yeah. Oh. I can do it myself. I know. What do you mean he's out in the desert? Do you, Miles, have you been out in this desert? Do you know how large this desert is? I have a love-hate relationship with Miles because on one hand, I'm like, don't tell me what to do. And then on the other hand, I'm like, why didn't you tell me to do that earlier before I left? He can't win. Poor guy. You should have told me. Don't tell me what to do. You should have told me what to do. Now you should tell me where Tokabi is. Takobi? I think it's Tokabi. Is it Tokabi? Because I can't ever remember. Yeah, it's like, go ahead. Find the needle in the sandy haystack. It's fine. I'll find him eventually. He's just out in the desert somewhere? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he just be out in the desert somewhere? Why wouldn't he... Unless he's at a mech part. That's the only thing I can think of is to visit all the different mech parks, and he's probably at one of them. And he's like, hey, I figured out a way to transfer these mech parts. Like, I know Tokabi has comms at this point. That seems very odd that he would not contact me and be like, Samus, I know how to transport the mech parts. But nobody asked me, so. Here we are, just flying through the atmosphere, making our way downtown, flying fast. Grievers, hey, any of you guys seen a human around here? Anybody? He's just within 1,000 miles, it's fine. Maybe he got eaten by that big Shai Hulud. I don't know. Well, we have to take the crystals back anyway, so there's that. We've already done this room. Oh, we passed it. That's right. I keep thinking I know where I'm going, and I am not. I do not know where I'm going. I do love the music. That's probably... I don't know. I really love the heavy metal Metroid music in this game, like in Volt Forge. I really love the heavy metal.
Almost got it.
Are you Tokabi? You're not Tokabi. No, because...
Probably get this fixed.
Can we talk to... This is Sarge, probably.
Never underestimate.
Oh, yep.
War dog.
Bye, Collector!
These our strength truly shines.
Thanks for the lurk. Okay. So, I know that you said Tokabi was out in the desert, but I was kind of secretly hoping that he would, like, weirdly be here. I need to put crystals in the thing anyway, so that's what we'll go do. So the only thing I know about from Half-Life is the head crabs, because my children like to watch this YouTube video that compares monster sizes from different video games and movies. And the head crab, I believe, is right after the gremlin. I think so. If I remember right. There's a secret over here that we haven't gotten yet. A platypus? Bury the platypus. Thanks, Miles. We made a pair of the platypus out of perler beads last night. Oh, yeah. We actually just happen to have a the color of Bury the platypus. I ironed it and everything. It's around here somewhere. Fresh, how are you? It's cold out where you are, right? Cold, 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 cold. I don't. It's actually been very cold at night, but it warms up a little. Oh, it's just straight ahead. Okay, it warms up a little bit during the day, which is perfect. That's exactly how I want it. I don't mind if the nights are cold. I want my days to be a little warmer. Hey,
How
View.
do you prioritize your targets during combat?
He's so great. I love him.
See you soon.
Bye. Is it through here? Yeah, okay. It was -12 this morning. Tulsis, where are you? Are you in like... Wait a minute. I feel like I know this. I know, but see, I'm in Texas, so my blood is like water. Ooh. 30 degrees, no, 27 degrees at night. That's cold for Texas. Our infrastructure just can't really handle. Like, people make fun of Texans when it gets cold, but the reality is our infrastructure really just can't take it. We don't have the pipes and stuff insulated because we don't get cold often enough. Oh, another control beam shot boost thing. That's crazy. Yeah, -12. I was going to say, it's got to be like Wisconsin or like Minnesota or something. Alex is in Ohio. I wonder how cold Ohio is. You mean I have to fill that whole second half? Have I done it all? I'm hoping I have some extra. Dang it. So you can't just deposit what you have. You have to deposit all of them at the same time. Got it. You know what? Boston is beautiful, though. I love Boston. That's where we laid my mom. Well, that's not entirely true because we weren't allowed to actually take ashes there, but we kind of secretly did anyway. My mom has a tree in the Mount Auburn Cemetery that my aunt paid for because I couldn't fork out the thousands of dollars to do that. And that was very, very kind of my aunt. But yeah, she's got a tree out in the Mount Auburn Cemetery. She loved Boston. I don't know exactly how long she lived there, but my aunt has always been in Massachusetts, and so she's gone out to visit. She was there for like 6 months. The year before she passed away, she went out and stayed with my aunt there for a while. So I have a soft spot for Boston. I love the architecture, the colonial architecture. I love that, but it gets way too cold for me. Way too cold. I am called Brick. Where are you from? Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin is... Oh, I could... No. Buying a house in Boston? Absolutely not. We couldn't even stay in Austin. We had to move out of Austin because Austin was too expensive. We kind of like the idea of potentially getting like land and not building from scratch, because then you have to put all the plumbing and the electrical and stuff in, but maybe finding a little kind of fixer-upper and either just bulldozing it and having all the plumbing and stuff in it, or like already there and just rebuilding, or just fixing up, you know, whatever is already there. But we've kind of talked about that. When I was younger, the idea of living out on land and kind of farther away from neighbors, I was like, what? No, I love the hustle and bustle of a city. And as I've gotten older, now I'm like, actually sounds really nice. Nobody setting off fireworks around the corner from me every holiday they get a chance. Okay, Tacobi. Yeah, Austin is expensive. Californians, you're welcome. And all the Californians, you're like, what are you talking about? This is great. We can afford everything here. So we're just supposed to... Okay. Oh, I was gonna say there's a mech part right over here, but that's the one that we
can break down the force field around Chrono Tower.
I know.
So, how you doing with the hunt for green energy crystals? Don't forget to bring the green energy crystals to the altar in Fairy Green so you can grow the memory fruit.
So, am I now in a position where it's just a matter of It's literally just a matter of collecting green energy crystals and mech parts. I imagine I cannot progress story-wise until I do those things, which I now understand the kind of bottleneck my brother was saying that a lot of reviewers felt. Oh, okay. Well, at least now that I'm out of the oh, there are some things I need to go back and get in the flare pool. At least now that I'm out of the mine, I can do that on my own time. Like tonight, I could take like a half hour to collect a bunch of crystals and not have to do that on the stream. It sucks a lot. Still got eat him. Like, how many crystals are we talking here? Like when we collect this little group, are we talking like 5? Are we talking like 25? Are we talking 50? Like, what's the count here? Because I don't have any way of telling how many do I have a way of telling how many I have? Oh! Kind of. You remember that thing you just did? Well, don't forget to do that thing you just did. Thanks. Thanks, Miles. I mean, DJ. Oh. Yeah, this execution is poor. If you absolutely needed those crystals, it needed to be said from the very beginning that it was imperative you do that. To me, I felt like it was optional. It was like, you can grow this memory fruit. Cool. Unlike in Silksong, where it's like, I have to find this flower. Okay. That's not optional. We have to do that. Got it. That's our goal. The green crystal thing never felt like it was not optional. And I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to go find Takabi. I literally cannot remember that guy's name. I want to call him Takobi. I think it's Takabi. I think they hoped people would want to randomly collect on their own between areas. Why would we want to do that? It doesn't give us any sense of satisfaction. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It gives me a teeny bit of satisfaction. I do kind of like collecting crystals, but there needs to be more out in the desert than just crystals. I mean, we don't even fight any Grievers on the bike, which I guess is kind of an unfair advantage for Samus to fight Grievers on the bike because she can outrun them. So I guess it makes sense to fight Tech on the bike, but I don't know, there aren't even very many baddies to fight. Interesting. This feels very different than collecting Sky Keys in Metroid Prime 2. Metroid Prime 2 collecting Sky Keys was interesting because you were going into places you'd never been before, or that you'd been before, but you now have a different visor, so you actually get to, like, see what's here and see what is actually what you're trying to. You can see more than you could before. But this, it's like it's all just the same. Did I get him? Did they eventually leave you alone? Oh. Those are the only dudes on my... Got it. Those are the only guys on my radar at this point. Bye. This is your recompense for being okay with Sky Keys. Apparently, I loved the Sky Keys. I thought the Sky Keys were great. And like I said, you're already going around looking for secrets and upgrades anyway. But this does not feel like that because all the upgrades are in the other areas. I mean, maybe there are a couple upgrades throughout here, but most of the upgrades are in other areas. So why would I traverse the desert to... It's kind of an interesting... Man, there's certain things about this game that I really enjoy, and then there's certain things that I'm like, why? Focus group. We needed a focus group. But I get if they didn't want to start development over again. Like, I totally get that, but... This leads to some... I should have been marking these. Well, the difference between sky keys and the artifacts in Metroid Prime 1 is that the sky keys can only be found after you do have a certain upgrade. So it does, I feel like I can understand some people feeling like that creates a bottleneck at the end of the game, but they're spread throughout the whole map where all the upgrades are all spread out as well. And so while you're already going and looking for upgrades, you're also finding sky keys. Also, they give you exact, or not exact, but they give you hints to where they are. So you're not just wandering around randomly looking for stuff. And I know that the mech parts are on this map, but the crystals are not. So you just have to kind of wander around, but there really kind of isn't a whole lot to do in the desert. And what I'm trying to do is find Okabe. Tokabe. Okabe? No, Tokabe. Oh, but I see something fancy over there. Did I already do this? I feel like I already did this. Maybe I did not. Oh, and I still can't get my buttons right. I've been playing this game for 14 hours and I still can't get my buttons right. Okay, so there are some upgrades out in the desert, but boy, are they random. Never put yeehaw and Sonora in the same sentence ever again. Mojave and the Sonoran, yeehaw. Where is Tokabe? Like, just, where is he? He's not marked on my map, which I think is kind of stupid. He's just, out and about, just hanging out somewhere? Like, is he by the Chrono Tower? Trying to figure that situation out? Near Flare Pool? Why? That's fine. I have to go back there to get upgrades anyway. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. I feel like that's a quote from a movie. No, it's Phil in Hercules who's like, not exactly what I had in mind, but good day or good job, or I can't remember what he said. We just watched that movie recently with my 4-year-old for the first time. First time I tried to show it to her, she was terrified of it. And then we watched it a couple weeks ago and she really liked it. Okay, well, since hold on. Whoa, we're on the other side of the map. I thought we were on the other side. It would actually also be nice if the map actually showed the little hexagons so you knew where you were mapping out. Does it make sense? I like the empty fields above the tree limit. That is a cool landscape to travel through. Here? Right here with this big giant tree? Yeah, they could have done so much more with this. Oh, deserts are generally dull and boring. That is true. Anywhere that you have like greenery and stuff is going to be way more interesting than just walking along a desert. That's what you're supposed to do. But again, all the upgrades that you're searching for are all in areas. So it feels kind of crappy to traverse this big giant desert, but then I don't know. I don't want to harp on the game too much because I've really enjoyed it, but this definitely feels a little cumbersome. Oh, I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I'd love to go to the Grand Canyon. Wait. We can see where we are going. We can see... That's Volt Forge. Okay. I forget that we can actually like see. And if you take too long, Miles is like, have you found anything yet? No, I have not, Miles. A canyon would have been cool. There would have been more that you could kind of do in a canyon. You could put like caves in the canyon. What's that? I heard something. I heard like a... I thought I heard something. Was there a... Maybe I just heard crystal... Did the crystals let off like a little like a tone or something? I thought maybe it was a secret. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, but there are always crystals. They really do kind of put them like right in your way, I guess. So. There's another mech part. I think I've discovered all the mech parts, but I don't have any way to transport them. I like that you could use your ship to transport stuff in Metroid Prime 3. You get this grapple addition or like upgrade to your ship, and you move these giant pieces of like golems and stuff, honestly. Super cool. Wow. There's the volcano. I wasn't paying attention to my map. Oh my gosh. I doubt they will do something like this if they ever do a Metroid Prime 5. I doubt they will do something like this because I don't think the reception has been good. Okay, wait. I'm about to go off the freaking thing again. And we were just talking about how fun a canyon would be. I was just so excited about the canyon idea that I just decided to launch myself right into the nearest one. That's how excited I am about a canyon. Or they could have made it like snowy instead of no, because that would have the same feeling. It would still just be like an open tundra, and there wouldn't really be anything going on. So. Just kidding. Oh, I see fire! Why fire? Well, I guess deserts do get cold at night. Okay, here's one of these. He's playing a harmonica? That tracks. Actually. I don't know how to play the harmonica. I can play kazoo, but I can't play the harmonica. Outer Wilds. I'm sorry. Oh, I was gonna say, how's he doing that with his helmet? What's she gonna do? Samus doesn't ever talk, but she can sing.
Dry wind blows across the land. The sound of the breeze and the voices of the creatures that dwell here remind me of home.
It's Land Rider! Melting all around us. He can talk, he can talk, I can sing!
It's how we survived. Like my father and grandfather before me. Now, when I catch the scent of game in the wind, I remember those who came before.
Yes, yes, that's whatever you were talking about for you.
I lose myself.
I'm just kidding. I'm being really unkind. I know.
Cargo launcher. I kept it, thinking it'll be of use to you. Here.
He is. He's just lost in the... Oh! Is this fast travel? Whenever someone starts mentioning ancestors, things about to go down. Maybe... Shh. Thanks. You too, if you ever hunt someday. I was getting groceries. I was picking up groceries at Walmart, I don't know, a couple months ago. And I did not expect the guy to tell me to drive safe. I'm always told, have a good day. And so he was like, okay, drive safe. And I was like, you too. Because I thought he was going to say, have a good day. And so as I was driving away, I rolled down my window and I was like, that's one of those moments that I just feel like needs an explanation. If you ever drive, I was like, you ever had that happen? And he just laughed. He was like, yeah. I said, I'm so sorry. You also drive safe someday. Because I was like, you too. And honestly, looking back on it, I was trying to bring light to the situation to make him understand that I was fully aware that I had just said something dumb. Instead of being like, I can never return to this Walmart ever again. You too. Enjoy your meal. Thanks, you too, if you ever have a break. I know. Oh, so stupid. Okay. This is... Oh, that's... I was gonna say, oh, this looks interesting. Nope, that's a mech part. Yeah, have a nice safe... It's like when your server's like, enjoy your food. You're like, you too. Ugh. On your break. For dinner tonight. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, we're going to the... Wait. You know what? If we are going to... If we're going to go back to Fury Green, we need to bring crystals with us. We can't go back to Fury Green yet. Oh, here's a new one. Whoa. I work in a gin. Go have a good where people go, you too. And you're like, okay. Yeah. I know. It's just the response. Like, it just is. Because people in their heads think that you're saying something like, have a good day, or whatever. They expect that, and so they're ready for it. It's like that episode of Gravity Falls when Dipper's trying to, like, work up the courage to talk to Wendy, and he's got this whole list of making small talk with her while they're working the ticket stand for the party. And he's like, so, what's your favorite kind of snack? And she's like, I don't know. That's a hard one. There are too many good ones. And he's like, oh my gosh, mine too. And she goes, wait, what? And he's like, and he's freaking out about it because he just had the answer like ready, but he thought he knew what she was going to answer. We've all been there. What is this pot that does not... Yeah, thanks. I would have thought that one charge shot would eliminate all that stuff. Like that. I do like these little shrines. These little shrines are fun because they're all different little puzzles. All of them are unique as far as I've seen. You can definitely see that they took that from Breath of the Wild. Okay, all of them have to be electrified simultaneously. No, there are not. They could have added so many more shrines and it would have spiced the desert up a little bit. Wait, it can do what now? Oh. Oh. There we go. That wasn't so bad. I guess that's true. If you look back on how long this game has been in development, Breath of the Wild was still a really new... So here we are being judgmental and being like, wow, Breath of the Wild. But back when Breath of the Wild was first a thing, it was that when this was being developed, Breath of the Wild was brand new. I like the psychic abilities. Those are cool. And I really like the bike, but man, I wish they would have done more with the bike. Thunder, 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 thunder shot. Well, you know what's interesting I actually played the original Zelda. I streamed it for the very first time ever. Just when was it? Last year at some point. And I was shocked because I didn't realize it was just a totally open world exploration game. I thought Zelda had always been very, very linear. And I was totally wrong. And it was to the point where I was like mad about it because I was like, this sucks. This is hard. I can't figure this out. You're supposed to just burn every tree. It was so challenging for me. It was really hard. And I went to some dungeon before I got the white sword, and it was super hard, and I was ready to quit, and I was so mad. But I have to remember that these games came with guides and really heavily encouraged you look at those guides. It wasn't just a random, like, wait. The Ring of Thunder. It wasn't supposed to just be random. It was like you were supposed to look at the guide and look at the instructions. There was the Nintendo hotline that you could call. But see, I grew up with a brother that considered looking up guides cheating. So all my life, I never, ever, ever looked up a guide unless I was absolutely desperate, because I just was always taught by my brother that that's cheating. So I was so surprised to find out that games came with guides, and that was the whole, like, that's how you beat the game, was to use the guide. Totally blew my mind. The Ring of Fire. I know, and what I don't understand either is that my brother grew up in that game era, you know, like with the original Nintendo, although he was pretty young. And so he grew up with games coming with guides. So why would he consider, okay, we're close. Why would he consider that cheating? I don't know, but yeah, that was like ingrained in me from a very young age. Well, you don't want to look it up because that's cheating. Okay. As if somebody was going to knock on our door and be like, yeah, we believe you have a cheater here. We believe someone in this house cheated at this game. That's what I thought all my life. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're just going to back it up, Terry, and we're just going to try again. I would love to knock one of those dudes off the cliff. That'd be awesome. Oh, I see something shining over there. It's so shiny. Maybe that's what I heard. I don't know. Here's another question. Can you hold more crystals, or when you get to a certain point, do they just stop collecting? You know what I mean? Oops. Bro wanted to prove himself to his younger siblings, apparently. Ow. I mean, he looked good to us anyway, because he was already beating us at the video games he was playing. Like, he already looked like he knew what he was doing. He didn't have to prove anything to anybody. My brother's a pretty good gamer. He's always been a good gamer. I remember watching him play Link to the Past with my dad and watching them beat Ganon together in the Dark World. I just remember them booting up that game in that big old hole in the top of that pyramid. That's one of my earliest gaming memories, honestly. That and probably like Paperboy. I remember that music. Are you kidding? We're not there yet? Oh my gosh. Well. Oh wait, there's a secret over here. I think so. Oh, the markers do show up on the map. Oh, that's good. After you fill it, you can fill it a second time to unlock stuff in the gallery. Oh. Interesting. My dad did play games. He loved... Oh, okay. My dad is so cool. He loves Halo. He doesn't play it anymore because he's getting older and his hand-eye coordination isn't as good as it used to be, and he can't control himself. He can't control the time he plays. Like, he will just play it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And he just can't do that. So, but my dad used to be obsessed with Halo, and he had the original Xbox, and he would play Halo. And I remember he called me one time, just out of the blue. Oh, there's going to be an ad in a minute. And he goes, Suze, I have something to tell you. I just beat Truth and Reconciliation on Legendary by myself. And I was like, Dad, that is crazy. Dude, that's insane. I'm not even willing to do that. He was so proud of himself. And I was so proud of him. So yeah, he loves Halo. And he loves Zelda too, but Halo is his true love. I just discovered that I can resize picture-in-picture overlays on my Android, and I have just been sitting here resizing it over and over and over again. Huh. I have an Android. I should try that. You can, like, change the size of the thing. Is the controller on the original Xbox giant? I don't even remember. Is my Dr. Pepper on? Yes. Need some lip balm. We used to play multiplayer together sometimes, or like King of the Hill style or Capture the Flag style, and I never enjoyed that as much as just doing a campaign with someone. My brother and I play very similarly. We both kamikaze things. We just run in and like chuck grenades everywhere and end up killing ourselves in the process. My dad is not that way. My dad is a lot more cautious. And Ander, my husband, and I played Halo together, and he is a lot more cautious as... Oh, that's not what I... Okay. He is a lot more cautious as well. He gets mad at me when I kamikaze things. He'll be like, well, now you lost all your stuff. I'm like, that's fine. We'll get it. It does suck when you've got like a bazooka or something and that's hard to find and you can't really just go back and get it. So I understand him being frustrated with me. Ander does not play video games anymore though. Like, we played Halo together and that was pretty much it. He's never shown interest in anything else. And he sort of lost interest in Halo when it became what he claimed was a zombie game. I didn't. I thought it was awesome, but he was like, it just became a zombie game. It was just like Resident Evil, which I don't even know if it's similar to Resident Evil. I don't know. I've never played Resident Evil, and neither has Ander, so... That's what he said. Yeah, so the green crystals are the ones that we need to get. And now that we have enough... Okay, we're almost there. Now that we have enough to fill the thing one more time, or another time, we will go back to Fury Green and kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get the teleport chip activated. And then we will... I'm hoping that is a way to fast travel, but I do find that really annoying that they would wait this long to give it to you when the map is so sprawling and you need to be in the 4 corners. It's kind of frustrating, but whatever. I guess in most of the Metroid games, they give you fast travel late. Like in Metroid Prime 2, it comes pretty late. Well, now that I think about it, I guess they do give you fast travel relatively late, but it comes when you need to go. I thought that was going to be faster. I was wrong. I also can't figure out how to get out of... I did just kill that bug with a bomb, though. This game does technically have zombies. So I went out to visit my dad one time. My dad lives in Utah, and I went to go visit him one time. And he said, so, you know, my dad is a planner, and he calls me all the time and asks me, so what's the plan when he comes, when we're getting together? That's how he shows his excitement. He wants to plan everything. And I remember being like, Dad, I really want to play Halo with you. I want to take one night and play Halo with you. And my dad just kind of laughed. That was back when he had an original Xbox, but he or no, I think we borrowed one from someone because he didn't have it anymore. And he was so good at it. Even still, he hadn't played it in years. And we did the very first level in Combat Evolved where you're actually on the Halo. And you know, you're out in like these waterfalls and these grassy areas, and there were all these baddie dropships that come in, and my dad would be like, okay, so we're gonna come over the crest of this hill, and there's gonna be a dropship that's gonna come in. You take care of the grunts and the jackals, there's gonna be a guy with a sword. I'll take care of him. Let's go. And I'd be like, okay. And sure enough, everything would happen exactly the way he would say. And then we'd finish that. My dad would almost single-handedly carry that fight because I haven't played Halo in forever. And he would be like, okay, nice job. All right, so now we're going to come over the crest of this other hill. There are going to be 2 dropships. One's going to come in from the right. One's going to come in from the left. There's going to be an invisible guy. I will take care of him. Was it split screen? Yeah, it was split screen. He was like, I'll take care of the invisible guy. There is another guy with a sword. You know, I don't remember, but he was just throwing that out there. My job was grunt and jackal killer. Maybe an elite if I could manage it, but like, don't stress yourself out was basically what my dad was saying. And he took care of everything else. And then just a couple, gosh, it was, I think this last August of last year. Yeah, that's when my dad came to visit because it was right before we started school. I have the Halo Master Chief Collection on my Steam Deck because I don't own an Xbox. And I told my dad when he got here that I was like, I have Halo. Do you want to play it? But I thought we could play split screen on the Steam Deck, but you can't. And so I was like, it's fine. I don't have to play, but you can play. And so he asked to play it. And he went through all this stuff with it. And then he would be like, well, he would be like, I don't remember this. But his muscle memory was obviously working. Oh, there you go. Why would they hold off on that? Devs made some choices. And he played and he'd be like, well, I don't remember this. Oh, but I do know that explodes. Boom, it would explode. And he'd be like, yeah, I remember that. And then he'd come to some other situation and be like, oh, well, that guy goes flying. And then sure enough, some soldier would go flying. Or it'd be like, oh, yeah, this is where the elites are or whatever. It was so funny. I know. Aren't those the good old days? I have memories like that too. I never played Halo with friends or anything, but I have so many memories of like staying up late with friends and playing video games or with my siblings playing video games.
Wonder what this is.
So fun.
Let's find out.
I agree. This green crystal thing definitely cuts down on like replay, like
We were analyzing something like this
replay
back in
value.
base. I have an idea.
That's what my toddler looks like on an iPad. Mario Kart Night sounds really fun. I suck at Mario Kart, but
I did it. This is a teleporter pad.
did he just have like a 3D printer?
Coordinates here is the destination.
Oh. So this isn't fast travel for me, unless it's fast travel just to Fury Green. So I can fast travel here, but I instantly teleports patched objects. These may be used only with mech parts for the GF Heavyweight Golem Mech MK99 Betse. The teleport destination is set to base camp. A total of 6 patches are available. Wait, what?
Now, if you find any of those missing mech parts, these patches will let you teleport them directly to base camp. I mean, I can't take all the credit. The Lemorn
Ooh, good luck on the job interview.
teleportation, but just put my own
Thanks for being here, Yoga. And good luck. Godspeed. Wait a minute. So this only works on mech parts? This is not a fast travel system. You can only do split screen with mods on PC? That sucks. Well, that just grinds my gears. Did we fix him?
Prioritize your targets during combat.
We sure did. We just had an extra arm laying around.
What about you?
Okay, got my hopes have been sufficiently dashed. Oh, Steam Deck counts as a PC. Well, you know what? Okay, here's a silver lining to this. At least we don't have to like hook up the mech parts to the bike and do some sort of weird mission where we drag them across the desert and have to like fight off baddies while we're doing it. There's a silver lining. At least we can teleport them. Because here I am imagining like that situation in Twilight Princess where you're trying to get the covered wagon from Kakariko. No, I'm sorry. Or yeah, from Kakariko Village. No. Castle town. Yeah. It's at least we don't have to do escort missions. That would make this so much worse. So there's my silver lining for that. And we do have a sweet bike we can ride, but I sort of feel like it would have been nice to have some fast travel. What game doesn't have fast travel these days? I mean, I ask you. Sorry, it was supposed to be a drop. You know what? I need to get more of those glasses that like come through. That have the straw on them. Both mine broke. They were only like $2, but both mine broke. Auden broke one, and I broke the other pair because I did not realize. Is he eating something? Oh, it looked like a turkey leg. Oh, that's Tokobi. Tokabi. Man! Jeez, crackers. Okay. I can't get it right. Okay, so we gotta go this way. What else have I played that where there's like a base camp and they've got like tables set up and like makeshift workbenches and stuff? Maybe I'm thinking of Horizon. Oh, potato, tomato, tomato, potato. Takobi. Oh. I've never played Minecraft, actually. For what it's worth, I think this game is still great fun. And I can dunk on it for some of the things, but it's not like I'm... Like, this game isn't even playable. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm sort of having a good time dunking on it a little bit. Hey, it's Peanut! Thank you! I'm not wearing headphones over the top of it, so you can actually see. I used a mix between I used both a flat iron and a curling iron. Flat iron for the bottom, curling iron for the top. Yesterday, I was... I need just a straw. Or like a dropper. Just like a one drop. That's what I need. I need a dropper. for that redeem. You say Takabi, I say Takobi. Takabi, Takobi, Takabi, Takobi, Takabi, Takobi, Tokabi, Takobi. Let's call the whole thing off. Hi, Twizzlo! Alexa, set a timer for 15 seconds, please. I need to find better in-ear headphones because these ones keep falling out of my... No. I need smaller silicone, like, tips to put on these headphones. Alexa, stop, please. Because these keep falling out of my ears. Nah, that's not weird. Because I'm going like this. Dr. Pepper's gone. Ooh. All right. Well, we now have a way to transport mech parts. And we really only have... Whoa. My map is glowing green.
Did you ever collect that mech part from the giant sand creature you killed? We need those parts to complete the mech.
Miles. Did I not just leave base camp? Has the part appeared in base camp? N-O. To both those questions. Sima Dana, my brother in arms. My Galactic Federation brother. You didn't even give me a chance. No, I have not. Wow, they land so far away. And those bombs take so much life down. Like, I barely leave. He's like, did you get a chance to get that mech part? No, I did not. I am trying, but... Good gracious. Yeah, get out of town. Okay. Yeah, we get there when we get there, Miles. Leave me alone. Wait a minute. Have I not... Are these not... Have I not scanned these dudes? Oh. So, green energy is getting worse. Is what we're learning here. Green energy is worse. That's right. Well, I just dodged toward him. Don't recommend that, but it's okay. It's fine. Miles is terrible with the mech parts. If they couldn't trust you to do this, why is it in the game? We don't know. It's a mystery. Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Is that The Incredibles? We get there when we get there. Oh, see that over there? Powerful burst of beam energy. This? No. No, can't confirm. No. What is that sound? Well, that just sounded like something happened. Don't like that sound. Oh, wait. Okay, but it said 6 patches. Do I have 6 patches or do I only have 1? What difficulty am I playing on? Yeah, that's right. I was thinking, isn't that from The Incredibles? So I have 6 of them? I have 5 left. Okay, cool. So I don't have to return back to Fury Green every single... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, are you kidding? What?
you the mech part. When I have all the missing parts, I can fix the mech. Send them to me as soon as you find them. There should be 5 more.
He actually sounds so much like somebody I know. Is that the same? No. Did Takobi go out somewhere else with his chicken leg? Now, I can see... I kind of understand why they did it this... Why they did it this way. Because you are kind of... I mean, you're out driving around for mech parts anyway.
Please, join me. Make yourself comfortable.
On a crate. I'm not lowering my difficulty. I think I'm already playing on normal, but I could be wrong.
This belonged to my father. We used to sit around a fire just like this, telling stories. He always spoke of Solon. Are you familiar? Solon sits atop the sky. Solon provides equal light to all.
Oh, the sun?
Solon is always watching over us. That is why we must not bring shame to Solon. I have made mistakes. Many mistakes. But
Oh, it was
Solon's
boring
light,
on easy.
I find balance. Thank you for indulging me. I've missed these campfire stories. Shamus, have you seen some of the pieces of the Federation base that were teleported here? I believe this will be of use to you. Please, take this.
Oh. I thought he was going to give me another, like, teleporter chip or something, and I was going to have to go back to Fury Green. I just walked into the fire.
Watch over you.
Now I'm on fire! Thanks. Oh, Kabi, Takob. I can't remember. I don't remember what his name is. Can't remember. Tomato, tomato, potato, tomato. Okay, cool. I do like that I can see where green crystals are now. That is definitely helpful. That would have been really nice in the beginning. But it's fine. Okay, so now we have to keep our eye on the map where green crystals are, but then we also have to keep our eye on the map where the mech parts are. And we also still have to go back to Flare Pool because Flare Pool has secrets. Does Volt Forge have secrets? It's like kind of close to it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 1. Agreed. Oh. I can also go get secrets on my own. I don't feel like I absolutely have to do them on stream. I can go get upgrades on my own. Okay, we've already done this one. This desert has a way of making you feel like you have come so far when you have not. You have barely moved an inch on the map, actually. Like, I feel like I drive forever, and I'm like, oh, surely I'm close to whatever place, and I'm not. I'm not even close. Okay, there's a shrine over there. Actually, I know, one at the very bottom of Volt Forge. That sucks. Okay, where's the closest mech part to me now? See, I feel like I've been driving forever, and I'm nowhere near, like, anything.
Samus, I detected one of those scout bots in Soul Valley. It's near the entrance to Volt Forge. I'll update your map.
Oh, I do want that. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Bolt forges that away. Oh, that's helpful. I was going to say, you're just supposed to drive around the desert and just come across these little glowy things that give you upgrades. That is very helpful. Wow, Miles beat me to it. Of course he did. Because that's just how Miles operates. That's just what he does. Already done this one. Yeah, I'm glad we do not have an... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot this part, though. This is a... Oh, that's not what I was going for, but... That's what you get. Oh, what? Oh, that's the wrong thing. That was awesome! Where's your buddy? There he is. That is very satisfying, I will not lie. Okay, what can be hit with a... This? The secret. It does. It launches them heckin' far. Okay, what did it say? The arm lock in the socket at its base can be released with a powerful burst of beam energy. But how do we get up there, though? Oh! Psh, I'm not smart. Miles! He doesn't even give me a chance. I'm conflicted. Because, like, there's part of me that wants the help, but then there's the other part of me. It really should only be if you ask for it, or you should be able to toggle it. Wait, isn't a, okay. There we Samus! Get it together. Come on, you're more graceful than that. As if it's not my sausage fingers. My toe thumbs that are making this all happen. Okay. Yeah, he's like, call me if you need me every 2 minutes. If you don't do something fast enough, he's like, well, if you need direction, then call me. I'm okay, Miles. I got this. It's like he thinks we've forgotten. We have not forgotten. And then the one time I did call him when I legitimately needed help, he just gave me nothing. There wasn't even anything. He didn't even really give me anything good. Okay. Miles, I'm thinking of the dude in the new Jurassic World movie. What's his name? That's who he is reminiscent of to me. I mean, yeah, I don't think they should have him. I don't think they should make a Metroid movie, but in my head, I think of the guy that's in the new Jurassic World movie. He's that like nerdy scholar, but he's also really cute. Is it over here? I thought maybe it was on top of this, but maybe it's not. Yeah, hey, listen! Shut up, Miles. Oh, it is not. It is around this corner. Oh, around the corner and under a tree, a sergeant major once said to me, I won't marry you. I won't marry you. Because every time I look at your face, it makes me want to go around the corner and under a tree. A Sergeant Major wants it to be. I won't marry you. I won't marry you. I can't remember what the words are. I think that's it. Because every time I look at your face, it makes me want to go around the corner and under a tree. I also find it interesting that we need to scan those dudes every single time. Oh, sorry. Every time we come across one. They're not all the same. Apparently, they are all different for each region, even though they're technically not named for each region. It's not like Soul Valley Scout Bot. It's just a Scout Bot, but we have to scan each one every time. Miles is kind of a, well. And you're supposed to scan each one that falls apart, too. Man, 100% scans in this game would be highly obnoxious. Oh, wait, I don't want to do that because I need to jump. Okay. Sweet. So they give you everything on the map. Long before, or long after they should. They should give us all the things marked on the map long before now. But I am just grateful that I have it now. That's good. Okay. Green crystals. Okay, so I need to go to Bolt. There are lots of upgrades. There are quite a few upgrades I need to go get at other areas. Like, I need to go back into all the areas. I'm pretty sure there are upgrades I need to get in every area. I can do that on stream, or I can do it off stream. But I can collect crystals off stream for sure. Now that I'm not stuck down in the mine. But I do want to get as many of the upgrades as I can before I... Oh. Before I go to the end of the game. Yes, yes, I know. There's crazy business that's happening, but... Oh, fine! That's right. You gotta take time to do the psychic thing and do the thing. So... They're not gonna just let me... Oh, unless they're gonna... Oh, no. I was gonna say, unless they're gonna go away, but no, of course not. Sorry, Samus. I am treating you, like, so poorly. And I'm so far from my secret now. I gotta go back now. Oh, they do. They leave you alone after a while. No, they don't! They're coming back. They also land really far away from you, so in order for you to get them, they land like really far away. Most of the time you can't make it there in time to actually bean them with your bike. Collecting green crystals was almost tailor-made for taking Thursdays off. Oh my gosh. No, all I'm gonna do is just collect crystals constantly. I mean, I'm glad my brother told me that when he did, so I could collect more green crystals, or else I'd probably be at more of a bottleneck right now. I would have way more to collect. Water cistern built by ancient Lemorne. The water contains large amounts of green energy. Are these grapple points? No. I don't want to touch that water. That water makes me highly uncomfortable. Oh! I see. I will say it again. Susie would love a Metroid movie starring Katie Sackhoff. I was just thinking about that the other day. And I was like, no, I would not. You know what? I wouldn't mind if there was a Metroid movie with Katie Sackhoff as long as she didn't say anything. If she stayed that silent protagonist, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, she just doesn't do it for me because I just did not love her Starbuck. She bothered me. And you know what? It wasn't even so much that she did a bad job. I think I've explained this before. It was really just the writing. Her character was just unlikable in general. I did not care for her character. They made a lot of really stupid decisions, and it was just, she just wasn't, her character was just not written very well, period. It says there's a secret back there. So I will have to go back. She played Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica that was released on the Sci-Fi Channel all those years ago. First 2 episodes were a like mini movies, and then it was just a show. It's one of my favorite shows I've ever seen, ever. I loved it. My husband and I were obsessed. We would stay up till like 4 a.m. back before we had kids. We would stay up so late watching that show. But Katie Sackhoff plays Starbuck, and she did a good job. Like, she's a good actress. I just didn't like Starbuck. Starbuck bothered me. I think I'm supposed to... Oh. Wait, what? Aww. Aww. Moat socket connected to stone pillar. Where's a moat? We need a moat. There's one. Nice. I do like these little shrines. I wish they would have done more of them. So she looks like she would be a good Samus. Like, she's absolutely looks like her. But I wouldn't be able to take her seriously because her character in Battlestar drove me nuts. And she does some really great things in Battlestar. Like, she legitimately does some really great things. And so she's not all bad, but she also makes some very, very poor decisions that I know that they just made her make those decisions just to kind of be dramatic in the plot. But I don't know if like a normal, regular person would make those decisions. I don't know. But who's to say, because the world ended and they're the only people left out in like the universe. And they're fighting against robots that look like humans. So... do I really know what somebody would do in that situation? No. No, I do not. Oh yeah, I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet. I feel like I heard really good things about The Mandalorian for a while, and then I feel like one of the last seasons really struggled. Or something. I think the Starbuck was more of a questionable rogue, the original and the remake. Yeah, they brought back the guy that played Starbuck in the original Battlestar, but they made him into a different character, which he did a great job in, by the way. I thought he did a good job. But I didn't realize, so when we first watched it, I didn't realize Starbuck was a male character in the beginning. I thought she was always female. It's Darren! Oh, you know what? It's fine. Oh, okay. And one of the craziest crossovers I've ever seen in a show was when we were watching The X-Files, but we were also watching Stargate, and we were watching... Wait. No, I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Yeah, good job, Samus. What were we watching? I think we were watching Stargate... and we were watching Battlestar Galactica, and one day I just happened to kind of be watching an X-Files episode on for kind of background, and there was a moment where the general from Stargate played Scully's dad and called her Starbuck. And we were like, ah! It's like all 3 shows coming together. It was crazy. Melted our minds. You didn't know Samus was female for the longest time? I don't think you're alone in that. There were a lot of people that didn't know Samus was female. I think... when do you find out she's a female in, like, the game timeline? Like, when does she take off her helmet? Is it in the first game? Do you know she's a female in the first game, or do you find out she's a female in Super Metroid? Because I also would have thought that she was a dude. Oh. It just needs to calm down. Oh, that's right. They can deflect those. Can they deflect a super missile? No. See you later. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Wow, these little Shren. I do like the title Shren. That is a cool title, but those little Shren are highly irritating. Goodness gracious. I know, I just like ripped apart their homes. It took watching her die in Super Metroid. So does her suit, like, her suit breaks open? Is that what happens in Super Metroid? I can't remember. Yeah, twist. Is it only if you get a certain ending? I don't remember. Okay, I remember coming here a long time ago. Oh, it does. You're right. I forgot about that. Or like she's in her underwear or something. Okay. It's been so long since I've played Super Metroid, I don't remember. Oh, that was easy. I thought there was going to be like this whole way that we had to go. That's 355. Okay. Okay, where is our mech part? Here. Cannot remember. Is it like on the rooftop? Is it out here in one of these things? Oh, is it in here? Is it... Wait. These are just containers. There has to be a... Maybe it's on top. Oh, yes, it's got to be up there. I was going to say, there isn't a way to get up here, but yes, there is. There is indeed. There you are. Yep. Yeah, that seems... We couldn't have just stuck one of those on ourselves. Would have been nice. Okay, let me come back to a save point. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do any sort of crystal collecting or upgrading or anything on my own time, but that is definitely something that I feel like should be done off stream or can be done off stream instead of running around looking for crystals and things like that on stream. So if I can find the time, hold on. Oh. You know what we're going to do first? We're going to go to this mech part out in the sand that we fought the Shai Hulud over. Since it's just sitting out there, you know? How many... And there's a secret in there. I'm very curious to see how this all ends. I love how you think we would find it boring. I think you underestimate how much we like hanging out and watching you play. Oh, I mean, if you guys are happy to do that, then I don't want to waste anybody's time. I feel bad just doing something super mundane, like running around and finding crystals. But If you guys don't find that boring, then that's great. With that being said, though, I think we can speed this up by me. It really just depends on if I have time or not, because I have youth activities on Wednesday nights. Oh, we got secrets in both these shrines. I bet there are secrets in every single shrine. Probably. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Yeah, we still have, okay, we still have lots to do because there are places in every area where there are secrets. There's this whole underground area that I haven't been to yet. Which looks suspiciously like a boss room. Although, I actually have a feeling that that is plot related. But I could be wrong. But there are all sorts of, like, these little places, this little place. There's all sorts of places that I still need to go. Folt Forge has one. I don't think I've even found the little scout bot here in Flarepool anyway, so I'd like to find that so I can make sure. I'd like to find all the items if I can. I think that will make the end of this game easier. So I still have lots to do. So yeah, but that's going to do it for today. And I appreciate everybody being here. I know I say this over and over and over again, but I really do. I love spending time with you guys, and I'm glad that you guys like spending time with me. It works out really well in that way. As much as this game has little faults and things, you know, they obviously chose to do fun, like they chose to do some things that I don't really quite understand. I have really enjoyed playing it, and I just like being back in the Metroid universe. And if anything, it's made me want to play all the other Metroid Primes again. I'd love to play 1 again. I'd love to play 2 again. I'd love to play 3 again. I've streamed all the Metroid Primes. But it was a long time ago that I streamed 2 and 3. I mean, we're talking like 4 or 5 years. It was a long time ago. I think the only person that probably is still around from that time is probably Alex. Everybody else, I feel like I either don't see anymore. I know basically Dad got a job and all his kids are in school now, so now he works as a teacher. But he used to be home with his kids during the day, so that's where I met him. So I'm definitely not opposed to streaming those, but I just got to figure out where to fit them in. Because with Mio now and with DK Bonanza, my next one that I'm streaming will be Bionic Bay. Big shout out to Mac for gifting that on Steam. Appreciate that. And then after Bionic Bay, I think I will probably take 1 week to do one of the fun little games I was gifted, like Super Meat Boy for a week, or Subnautica for a week, or Oxygen Not Included for a week, or something like that. And then we will dive into another game that is a little bigger. I don't know what yet, though, because I was thinking Final Fantasy VI, but we'll just kind of have to see how I feel. It might be DK Bonanza. I don't know. It might be Mio. I don't know. There are just too many games. There are just too many. Would I like a song this week? Yeah, let's do a song this week. Let's do a song this week. Actually, we love hanging out with Miles. I'm just an extra. Let's do a song this week. That way I don't have to look up any sales or anything like that on Deku Deals. And that does lighten my workload just a little bit. So let's do a song this week. So on Friday, we'll start with a Guess the Game scene. And then move into more Metroid. If I have time to run around and gather crystals and stuff, great. But I'm not going to stress myself out over it. But I definitely have a lot of upgrades to go find. And that's just how a Metroidvania game works. So, but I appreciate everybody and their understanding for me taking that day off for streaming. It's not ideal, and it's not even ideal for me necessarily, but it was really kind of the only decision I felt was really right, at least for me and my family, and especially me and my husband, and all the things that I'm trying to get done on a Thursday. I just couldn't do them all. And that is really the biggest problem I have, is that I have too many things that I want to accomplish, and I don't have either the time or I don't have the childcare that I need to help because I can't just sit my kids down for 4 hours and let them watch TV. So I have to be very strategic about how I live stream, but it won't be that way forever. So this week I will update the schedule on the Discord. I will also update it on my Twitch page. So this week I will not be live again until Friday, but I'm always on the Discord and I love watching people interact on the Discord. Friday we will have a guess the game scene and then we'll dive into this, more of this. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I can probably bring the end of the game quicker if I do some crystal, at least some crystal hunting. But at the same time, I'm driving around looking for mech parts anyway, but I don't know. We'll just kind of see how that feels. But please remember how important you are and how much you matter. I never could have dreamed in a million years when I first started streaming 6 years ago that I would have been able to connect with so many really awesome people. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity I have. Every time I sit down to live stream, it's self-care for me and it brings so much joy into my life. And I hope it brings joy into your guys' lives as well, because that's the goal, is to spread positivity. And you guys do such a good job of that in the Discord and even in chat and everything. So I appreciate that a lot. And just choose kindness, because you never know what people are going through in their lives. Everybody's going through something. So we just never know. And we need to choose kindness and compassion. I think that goes a long way. So I will see you guys on Friday. And if we don't end up having plans this Saturday, I will let you guys know if I have time to, if I have an opportunity where the girls are doing their screens and stuff. That is like a 50-50, because sometimes people want to get together and sometimes we can't get together with people. Not for lack of trying, but it just doesn't happen. So, but I will definitely, I will do my very best to never just drop a Saturday thing like, oh, by the way, I'm hanging out on Discord on Saturday. I will do my best to make sure it is early. It is put out on the Discord early. So if people want to join, they know about it and they can, it's not like a big giant surprise. So you guys are great. Thank you so much for your support and for all you offer me and my little family. I'm enjoying this a lot, and I'm really excited for my siblings to play it. I really want to know how they feel about it. I think my brother will have a lot more gripes than my sister, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Did I say hi to Salty? Please tell me I didn't miss you. I hate missing people in chat. That's why I put that sound effect, but these headphones kind of make it quiet. I don't know if I like these headphones. They keep slipping out of my ear. That's the biggest problem. I have tiny little ears. I've been working. I don't think I've really made it. Okay. All right, good. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss saying hello to somebody. That's why I have a sound that plays whenever somebody types their first message in chat, because I don't want to miss anyone. So everyone enjoy the next couple days, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you so much for being as awesome as you all are, and I'll see you guys next time. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. Yeah, boy. It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?